Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay there. We had a issue with one of the juniors not getting onto the server. I quickly helped him out. But we are live. We are ready to get into the final round of Online Karting League Africa. This is the Junior Championship Round 4 at Killarney. I'm Sean Loebscher, and I hope you guys will be absolutely entertained with these youngsters. 13 of them on track tonight in the Tillotson karts. Here we go once more. Well, rather for the final time this season with the African Championship. What comes after this? It is the World Championships at OKL. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we are back on track. It is 10 minutes of qualifying rather. Let's have a quick look. Deacon Willifir, Kieran Duplessis, Ruan Victor, Adif Singh, Ashai Nagura, Max Bosov, Daniel Resendes, Jose Slamet, Jake Stein, Diego Antunes, Andre Betancourt Jr., Miso Tapedi, and who was the last one there? Zach Hindley, I believe. Here we go. Super excited to see the boys. This is an awesome facility. Killarney, the Temple of Speed in South Africa. Well, I guess that's pretty much dethroned by Formula K. But let's see. This is one of my favorites. I'm a Cape Townian, so of course I'm going to have a lot of bias towards this facility. But here we go once again. We'll do. Everybody's going to go out on their first laps. Who's first on track though? Joseph Lamet is first on track, so he's going to be the first one in his Allen kart to cross the line. Let's see what he does with the first proper lap. Everybody put a lap on board, but that's when they cross out. Slamet will cross the line. He didn't do a lap with the first time around. Slamet is in 47.5. Keenan Duplessis crosses the line 47.2. Now comes Hindley, just a couple tenths, or not even a tenth rather. Oh, look at that. Deacon Willifir crosses the line and absolutely smashes that at 46.3. So Willifir sets the bar on the get-go there, the driver from Gauteng. And then Ruan Victor, local Cape Townian, will be in second place at the moment. Miso Tapedi for Kart Republic Africa comes out in third there. And he was the one that we had some issues with. We got him online literally on the absolute last second as we went into qualifying. So Tapedi leaving it all till the very last moment, but we got him online. Ashai Nagura is currently in fourth place. And then the main title contender, Max Bosov, with Ruan Victor and Deacon Willifir, I believe, are the three guys to check out. Let me just double check my standings. I was just sent an updated link for the juniors division. I believe there is some appeal in the championship standings as it stands. But let's have a quick look. Give me 1 second. There we go. That's the overall standings. There we go. So Ruan Victor is currently leading the way with 47 points. Apologies for that. 47 points after one drop round. So he's on 69 points as it stands, with Max Bosov on 63, Deacon Willifir on 59, Diego Antunes on 52. But what does it look like after the drop round? So 47 points to Victor, 45 to Bosov, and then 43 to Willifir, and 38 to Antunes. So those are the four realistic championship contenders. With on raw pace, I'd say it is Ruan Victor, Max Bosov, and Deacon Willifir based off previous rounds. But Kieran Duplessis, who missed the first round, still he had a very bad second round. He only got 12 points from it. So actually 5 points from it. So Kieran Duplessis pretty much realistically out of it, but his pace is definitely there. Kieran Duplessis, of course, went over to Spain to do the T4 Nations Cup, or Valencia. I think it was Valencia rather. Keenan had a good outing there, came straight back home after that event, and into OKL he goes. That is definitely commitment to the cause. So let's go back to the qualifying. Deacon Willifir is still leading the way. Zach Hindley right behind him on track, trying to get a tow from him. Let's see what Willifir does, finishing his lap. We can take the names off. Following on board with Willifir in his Formula K chassis. IPK, that is. Willifir tucking on the exit of Golf Club, trying to maximize his lap time. And he crosses the line. It doesn't improve that time around. Hindley is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Max Bosov is now just a little bit less than a tenth Who do we have? Ashina Gura there on track as well. Miso Tapedi in 3rd place now. So Miso Tapedi really putting in some good laps there. Andre Betancourt Jr. from Mozambique. Currently in 13th place, still far off the pace there. Diego and Tunes right in the middle in 7th. Daniel Resende has moved himself up into 8th place now. Jake Stein in 9th. Jose Slummett is currently 4/10 off the pace in 6th. Where does he cross the line? He does not improve that time around. Keenan Duplessis in his Praga does improve. He moves up into 8th now. Deacon Olivier does not improve that time around with his lap. Oh, Ruan Victor trying to get a toe there. Doesn't improve. We've got 4 minutes of qualifying. Let's go on board. This is a battle. These guys fighting each other for track position and trying to get a toe. Bosov just lifts off there. Definitely doesn't want anything to do with that. But you see how Shy lifting. Victor is just tucking in behind him. Everybody's lifting because they want a toe from each other because toe is strong with the T4s. But all they are doing is holding up everybody else. Nobody wants to give each other a toe. Max is not letting go of this. He wants the toe. He doesn't care. He just yoinked Ruan Victor ahead of him out of the golf club to give him a bit of a boost. And there goes Victor. Let's follow Victor on board. Let's see a lap of Killarney with Ruan Victor, the youngster, who has up until this morning had some pedal issues. Luckily got it resolved. And he gets to race. Into the 180s we go now. Second 180s on the exit. You want to have a good exit through here and really get your momentum going. Out of the S's and then into the back straight onto Cosmic we go. Throwing that cart into the golf club. This is all part of golf club. Essentially 3 corners. And then down we go into pit bend. Let's see what Ruan Victor does. Long corner, keeping it flat out through there, climbing the curb. A lot more than what they would do in real life. He does not improve. He remains in 4th place. Ruan Victor, Max Bosov, Shai Nagura, none of them improving on their laps. Let's see. Diego Antunes is in 6th place at the moment. Resende climbing all of that curb and more. Does not improve that time around. Neither does Jake Stein. Jake Stein is in a really good position at the moment in 8th place. Young Jake Stein, really good qualifying. Only half a second off of the leaders. And Jake Stein is a youngster. So it's really good to see him move up and getting some pace. Olivier is still the same lap times. Keenan Duplessis, where's he? Still in 8th place. Not really getting the lap he wants. Tapedi crosses the line, remains in 3rd. Here comes Ashai Nagura now, getting a toe off Max Bosov. Ashai Nagura getting himself up into 2nd place now. Bosov gave Nagura a good toe there. Will Nagura return the favor? That remains to be seen. Adif Singh is currently in 12th place. Still trying to get to grips with the simulator. Adif Singh is one of the newcomers, as well as Zach Hindley, Slummett as well. And Victor, it's all their first years in OKL. So it's good to see the boys, good to see the growth in the juniors category. Here comes Daniel Resene. Let's see what he does. Into Cosmic, now into Golf Club. Last minute of qualifying. Driving that cart hard out of the exit of Golf Club into pit bend we go. Climbing that curb. And onto the straight we go. Doesn't improve that time around. He's in 11th place, so not bad. It's only 8/10 off the pace. Is Resende. Doesn't improve this time around. Last lap for Deacon Olivier. Keenan Duplessis will start his final lap now as well. Just a little bit less than 4/10 off the pace there. Zach Hindley, 7/10 off the pace. Here comes Miso Tapedi. Will he move himself back up into 3rd? Not this time around. Good pace from Miso Tapedi though. Alright, let's see. Everybody's finishing their last laps. Deacon Willifield will cross the line for the final time in qualifying. Does he improve? It does not. Will Keenan du Plessis improve? No, he does not. He's again out of position there, Keenan du Plessis. Zach Hindley crosses the line. 7th. They're all fine on their final laps now. This is Miso Topedi crossing. Does he move himself? Nope, he remains in 4th. No, he does. He just got debumped there. Bumped down a position. Victor moves himself up into 4th place. A 10th separates 1st up until 5th place. Wow, that is amazing pace. Really good qualifying from the youngsters. This is some exciting stuff. That does mean, generally means that the first lap will see chaos. And I really hope we don't, because of how this goes. Alright, so we're going to go into the pre-final start. Before we do that, I'm just going to, as the guys go, I just want to show you the live track map of Killarney. We're going to go into Hall's first corner, then the kink, turn number 2 and 3. Not really a corner, it's flat out. Then into the first 180s we go. Second 180s going out there flat out through into Cosmic, or no, the S's rather, onto the back straight we will go. Then we'll see the corner that is called Cosmic, turn number 8. Then the Golf Club, 10, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to go down into the pit pen, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 onto the straight. And that is a quick lap of our glorious Killarney. What is the elevation looking like? 3.4 meters elevation from the highest to the lowest point. So that's a glorious piece of surface. Great track, so fast. Pretty much flat. Only 3 meters. It's a lot more than what you would think. And then we'll go back on to the start of the race. Let's have a look. We've got Deacon Willifield taking pole position. Ashai Nagura on the second row. Max Boshoff, not the first row, rather, second place. Max Boshoff and Ruan Victor will be the second row. Third row will be Miso Topedi, Diego Antunes. Then we'll have Jose Slamet and Keenan du Plessis. Ninth place will have Jake Steyn, Hindley, Vicende, Singh and Betancourt. Here we go. This is the start sequence. We're going to get into the race immediately. Lights out and away we go. Ashai Nagura getting a good start. Better start there by Willifield on the inside. Nagura's going to try and tuck in. You see Max Boshoff's going to try and get onto the inside of Nagura. He's not going to get the inside line. Nagura's got that line covered. Everybody gets through to the first corner. Oh, I almost wanted to say perfect, but then we see a couple guys take each other out at the back there. A little bit of an accident there. Looks like everybody survived through there though. Keenan du Plessis moving himself up a couple positions in the start of this race. Ashai Nagura is having a go. No, he's having to defend immediately from Max Boshoff. Nagura lifting his hand there, just saying, oh, sorry there. And then Boshoff's going to send it down the inside into Golf Club. Yo, 2-for-1 special. Here comes Victor. Ever the opportunist, Ruan Victor moving himself up. Here comes Miso Topedi as well. Ashai Nagura is not having the greatest of first laps. Note that Topedi has decided to tuck in behind Nagura there. Maybe that's a good choice, just getting into the race. Big lead by Deacon Willifield after lap 1. Wow, amazing start. Oh, there's a nose cone off already. Who is missing a nose cone? We'll just go through the boys. I definitely saw a body part off of a cart at the back. Oh, it's a side pod. Who's missing a side pod there? Alright guys, just excuse me 1 second. I am the only admin online. Those I quickly need to just ask the driver to remove himself. Alright, accept my apologies there, guys. We'll go back into the racing. Ruan Victor is all over the back of Max Boshoff. And while we were just focusing on who's missing which body parts, Miso Topedi has moved himself up into 4th place now. So Topedi has moved up for Kart Republic Africa. Just lifting his hand, telling Ashai, stick with me, I'm fast, I can do this. He's going to try and tow him along. No, as I say that, he takes out Miso Topedi, unfortunately, getting it sideways there, and then there's all kinds of carnage behind him. Wow, that's unfortunate. Resende, I see, has now lost a nose cone. That means Daniel Resende needs to retire from the race. carnage in the race. Absolute chaotic couple laps there, but the chaos is all happening at the back there. We're just gonna follow Deacon Willifear. No, not just behind him is the battle, as we've come accustomed to Ruan Victor, Max Bossov having a proper go at this. Ruan Victor all over the rear there. Of Max Bossov. Just seeing what's happening, is a big gap between the rest of the guys. Just give me 1 second. We asked the Daniel Resender to retire his cart. He's got a missing nose cone, technical non-compliance. It is chaos on track. Oh, Ashana Gura just clipping the rear there. Oh, who's that in front of him? I think that's... Who do we have there? Jake Stein. Yes, I saw that CRG suit there. Let's just have a look at what's happening up front. As we've come accustomed to, like I said earlier, Ruan Victor, Max Bossov. Victor's got a 1 second penalty. No, Bossov's got a 1 second penalty. But Deacon Willifear is leading the charge. Still a very good lead there by Willifear. Hopefully he remains consistent throughout this race evening. Ruan Victor's going to send it down the inside into the first corner. Is he? No, he's not. He's just going to remain in position. Does he really need to do anything? No, he doesn't, because Bossov's got a 1 second penalty. I think Victor is very wise to that at the moment. No need for him to fight. Just stay where you are, because you'll start in second place. Oh, Ashina Gura with a very late lunge down, well, trying to go down the inside of Jake Stein, and then came off second base. Jake Stein keeping control of that kart and moving, continuously moving forward, and that's fantastic. Great control there by Jake Stein. Let's have a look. Down the inside goes Joseph Lamet. Oh, very late, but I think that would be okay. Stein again keeping control of that kart, so well done. And look at that, he's fighting behind him. We've got... Oh no, Stein and Slummet clipping each other there on pit pen. That's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate there. We are now in our final lap. It is once again, well, Bossov and Victor has caught onto the rear of Deacon Willifear, but this is the 3 title contenders, so it's all about who's going to win this race tonight, really. Top 3 as close as they can get, crossing the line. That's less than 2 tenths between the 3 of them crossing the line. Of course, there's time penalties already added, so Deacon Willifear will be very proud of that first race. But he's got to score the points in the final. Oh, what a great comeback drive there by Miso Toperi. He's going to cross the line in 4th place. So Miso Toperi will be very happy after being taken out there by Shaina Gura, coming back into 4th place. And then Keenan Willifear has moved up 3 positions from his starting position, moving himself up into 5th. And then Jake Stein is in 6th place. We've got, who's next? Oh, there was another guy without a nose cone there at the last lap. I think the juniors thinking they are funny, just driving into the wall. Not ideal. Alright, that was the eventful pre-final, guys. That is our final pre-final for the year. Now we're going to go straight into the final. Let's just have a quick look at all the time penalties. Miso Toperi's got a 1 second, Slummet 1 second, Sing, Slummet again, Sing again, Slummet again. Oh, there's a lot of time penalties between Slummet and Sing, so not ideal for them. All right, we'll go straight into that final. Great pre-final there. Deacon Willifeed will start in P1. Then Ruan Victor has been promoted into P2 due to a time penalty on Max Bossov's side. Alright, Slummet gets a disqualification. I'm assuming he's got a ping spike. Let's have a quick look. He does not. But we'll do that restart. This is within the rules. I am unfortunately on solo duty tonight, so sorry if you have to look at me type and mute quickly. Alright guys, so let me just quickly explain the technical non-compliance rules. So how this works with the OKL Online Karting League rules and regulations, if you lose a nose cone, a side pod or a rear bumper, regardless of the reason, you are requested to retire from the race. That is within our rules. Doesn't matter if you have to avoid action. If you're losing body parts on the kart, we request that you retire your kart. So that is also to don't have random body parts lying on the track. That is the rule. So again, if any driver loses a nose cone, a side pod or rear bumper, they are forced to retire from the race. They will get a technical non-compliance and be disqualified from the event. So it is very important for these youngsters to keep it nice and clean throughout all of the race. Deacon Willifeed will start in P1, Victor in P2. We're already in the start sequence back. Bossov in third. These are the title contenders. What are we going to see? This is the final race of Online Karting League Africa Juniors Division. That is lights out and away we go. Good start there by Ruan Victor. He's going to try and move over. No, Max Bossov has got a better start. Max Bossov already moving up into P2 as well as Keenan Duplessis into P3. Well, Keenan Duplessis is moving himself up into P3, barging his way through there. Duplessis is going to go on to the inside of... Oh, we've got a late lunge there at the back there. Who was that? Is that Zach Hindley moving himself up a position? Oh, Keenan Duplessis spins out at the back, unfortunately. Miso Teperi has managed to survive all the carnage just happening all around him. Miso Teperi versus Ruan Victor at the moment. Victor is not going to want to fight Teperi. He's going to want to move up a couple positions. Oh, we see Jake Stein getting it all kinds of sideways there at the back. Did he manage to catch control? Yes, he did survive that crazy first lap. But here we go. Lap 1 done and dusted. That was done just like that. It was already a 1 second gap. So, oh no, Max Bossov already getting a 1 second penalty in the start of this race. That's definitely going to put a hamper on his title charge. Oh, and we see Slummet and Hindley getting it sideways once again at the back there. 180s really is a horrible place for guys to try and pass each other. It has to be a pristine and perfect passing opportunity. And if you don't take that, you will take somebody else. Zero hesitation into the 180s when you try and pass someone. Miso Teperi's got... How many time penalties does he have already? Miso Teperi has got a 2-second time penalty on the start of the race there. Of course, the guys can ask that the time penalties gets reviewed. It can be removed, so you don't want to be holding off based off, oh, he does have a time penalty. You want to pass him on track, because if he gets the time penalty revoked or removed, he will remain where he is on track. That is Ruan Victor and Miso Teperi having a proper battle at the moment. Cape Townian versus the Gauteng boykie. Plus minus racing driver, I believe, against the Kart Republic Africa driver. Miso's really grown into his sim. He's really gotten a lot of pace since last year. He's done a really good job catching onto the back of these front runners. Teperi and Ruan Victor having a battle, but the title fight is really up front. I just want to have a quick look at the points again. On drop rounds, when your worst round is already dropped, Ruan Victor's got 47, Max Bossov has 45, and Deacon Willifeed's got 43. But Ruan Victor will drop today's round based off his previous results. He's got a P2, P1, P2. So today will be his drop round. So he'll still score good points. Only 3 points. So he'll be on 69 points, I believe, which is a good haul of points. Then Bosov's got a P4, which is his drop round, versus well, P4, P3, P1, depending on what he does today. But he's on 63, so he might make a couple more points. P3 and a P1 and a P2 from what I can see now. So Victor will still be in the lead based off of that, I believe. And then where do we have Deacon Willifeed has got a P1, a P6 and a P4. So Willifeed is wanting to maximize this race, but just based off my quick math, which is generally not great, this might be Ruan Victor's championship regardless if the drop round of today comes into play. But don't take my math for it. I'm definitely not good at that. Quick math is not my skill. Ruan Victor going down the inside of Miso Tapedi. Ashai Nagura is now starting to get into the swing of things. He's starting to find his pace again. Ashai Nagura is now just caught onto the back of these boys. There's 11 laps in this final race into the golf club. We go once more. Tapedi all over the back of Victor. He just clipped his rear there. Just a slight nudge. Nothing too dangerous. He managed to keep going forward there. Tapedi just lifting his hand, accepting that he gave him a little bit more than what he wanted to. Just saying sorry, but look at that. They are already on top of each other again. I don't think he's going to want to give the position back, because he's going to probably then forfeit a position against Ashai Nagura. Victor's going to try and move his way into the 180s. No, he's not going to go through there, but he's going to try and go down the second 180s. Yes, that's a 2-for-1 special there. Going the wrong way. Actually, for Tapedi, it is buy one, pay for two, really, because he lost 2 positions in the space of 1 corner. So not ideal for Miso Tapedi. Let's see what's happening. Deacon Willifeed extending his lead up front. 1.8 seconds the gap. That's a 1 second penalty for Bosov. So it is 8/10 the gap there between them. So we're going to go back here, because here comes Ashai Nagura is going to defend on Tapedi. Tapedi's got some good pace in that Card Republic. It's going to give Ruan Victor the opportunity to break away there. Just seeing Victor getting a little bit of a breather now. Ashai Nagura wants to have a go at Victor, but he can't, because he's got young Miso Tapedi all over the back of him. Running a little bit wide there is Ashai Nagura, and Tapedi just clipped his rear. And that gives Nagura a little bit of breathing room to not focus on what's happening behind him, but now only look forward. So Nagura for RPM is now going to start hunting down Ruan Victor. It is an amazing race by these youngsters. And guys, it is worth noting that these boys in the simulator is something that not a lot of people have been managing to do. But these boys are all below the age of 12, which makes this an absolutely amazing feature to see and develop youngsters. You know, there's some of these guys, when they started off in the sim, in kart racing or online karting league, they were only 5-6 years old. So it is an absolutely amazing thing to see. And during the South African leg, we've had drivers up to 19 on the juniors grid. Oh, down the inside goes Ashai Nagura. Is going to force his way through there. And that's Ashai Nagura moving up a position. And like I was saying, we've really seen an amazing growth in our junior division. Some races we only had 6-7 boys. And we also have to bear in mind that it's late for a lot of them. But look at this. 13 juniors consistently on the track having a go. Ruan Victor losing another position there, unfortunately, into the 180s. But I think he might just accept that this is his drop round. He had a P1, a P2, and a P2, and that might just be enough. But I might be wrong. I need to go check the maths, which yeah, don't take my word for it. Last lap. We are now on our final lap, guys. This is a championship drive from Deacon Willifeed, I believe. He might actually be able to take this one away from... But it's at P4 that's bothering me. It's at P4 that he's got. He's dropping a P6. It might be very close. It might be 1 or 2 points in it. So we'll wait for the stewards. There might even be more penalties on offer. We don't know. But amazing stuff. Deacon Willifeed is going to cross the line. He's going to go into pit pen for the last time. Crossing the line as the final race winner, Deacon Willifeed. Well done, Deacon Willifeed. Max Boshoff in P2. Then we've got Ashina Guru who's going to cross the line in P3. Ashina Guru with a fantastic comeback drive, but he's got time penalty. So Juan Victor will still get P3. And then Miso Teperi will be further down in P6. Because Jose Slamet was close enough with the time penalties that Teperi got. And then Jake staying with a good drive in P7. Then we've got Zach Hindley in P8. Keenan Duplessis after a horrendous first lap had a really decent comeback, I suppose, in P9. With Arif Singh will be in 10th place, Diego Antunes in 11th, Andre Betancourt Jr. in 12th, and Daniel Resende, the two Mozambique boykies, in P12 and 13 respectively. Guys, well done. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was the juniors division for the African Championship. We're not done for tonight. We've got our seniors and masters division starting at 8 o'clock, an hour and 15 minutes from now. We can only say... see you guys for what promises to be a very exciting final race, but this was awesome. The juniors division, great stuff. What happens after this? We're gonna take a breather, a couple weeks worth of break. We'll have rank racing online for these boys to continue having fun. Then we might have a special endurance event, and then it is prepping for the world final at OKL Global. That's an exciting thing to see. So we'll see you guys at 8 o'clock for the seniors / masters division at 8 o'clock, and then we will finish the season tonight for the African Championship. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in an hour. Get your popcorn ready for what promises to be a very exciting race.